Dave is like, have you had sex yet? Hey, Virginia, sit down with me. Have you had sex yet? He washes his hair every other week. You wash your hair the same day you wash your sheets? That's so gross to me. But once his sister is mentioned, Dave lights up. He loves talking about his sister. Just marry your sister. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Selena and today we are talking about Love is Blind Season 8, Episodes 7 and 8. Starting strong with Episode 7, we see Taylor scrolling through her follow and unfollow app. If you didn't see my last video, go check out Episodes 4 through 6. I review those. Again, I think Taylor is reaching. She is not attracted to Daniel. She is looking for a reason to get out. If Taylor would have seen Daniel follow her in that app, she would have been gone. Like, she was looking for an excuse. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. I'm not faulting you, Taylor. You know, if you're not attracted to him, you're not attracted to him, but it seems like a reach. And I feel like at this point, we're in Season 8. Why don't you just say, you know, I may have not wanted to speak to you in a bar like Garrett did with Taylor, and no, they still had a happy ending. So yeah, we see Taylor go through her app. She couldn't find it. She was scrolling for a long time. It is interesting. She's more worried about that versus focusing on their connection, and it's very dramatic. Daniel, he is very understanding and loving. He creates a safe space saying, hey, if you don't want to go to Honduras, that's fine. We can stay home if you like. I just want to be with you. He was very sweet about it. I mean, she was crying and stuff. We end up seeing them resolve it, and she's like, let's go to Honduras. Yay. Then we see Ben and Sara. Their relationship is going well. They laugh a lot about nothing. Ben spills water on the nightstand in Honduras, and it was the funniest thing ever. Boring. Sorry. You guys know I am not rooting for their relationship, but whatever. I forgot to mention Devin and Virginia's reveal last YouTube video, so I just wanted to quickly mention their reveal because I did mention that I'm not feeling this couple. I did not think Virginia was attracted to Devin when they did their reveal. She's getting a lot of side eyes online because everyone's saying she just tilted her head and said thank you when he's commenting about her looks and their connection. She doesn't really say anything in regards to his looks or really giving him anything besides thank you, and then she says she likes the shape of his eyes and she likes his outfit. At first I was like, you know what, she's not attracted to Devin, but later on we see her talk more about how she feels about the relationship. Let me just play this TikTok. Take a look at part of this review where she literally does say thank you like 7 times.
So nice to meet you in person.
It's so beautiful.
Thank
That's the
you.
voice. I love the smile.
Thank you.
You smell good.
Thank you.
You are absolutely beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you. You have really pretty eyes.
I do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get that. Though.
Really? It's the shape of them.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the shape of them.
In Devin and Virginia's reveal, they didn't really kiss. They kissed at the very end, so I did notice that, you know, you are meeting a complete stranger, so I give her grace with that, but I did not feel it when I first saw their reveal. He's 100% attracted to her and very happy, and she's just, her demeanor is so calm and collected. I feel like it's hard to get a read on her. My initial gut feeling is that she's not attracted to him. I also noticed that Devin and Virginia's conversations are very much observational. They'll just say, this is great, and they'll just like repeat the same things to each other and just state the obvious. So yeah, that's kind of why the connection wasn't feeling strong when they did their reveal. I will say that. Taylor and Daniel. So last video I mentioned how Daniel putting the wine glass on his crotch is foreshadowing for the next episodes. Well, we see him go potty and he didn't wash his hands afterwards, and Taylor's like, wash your hands. Yeah, that is gross.
Wash your hands.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
I feel like for a guy, if you're gonna urinate, I've heard that you just kind of shake it out and then you don't necessarily wash your hands because you don't touch anything. I don't know. I work in healthcare. I just feel like you have to wash your hands. Again, you're on reality television. Just think about that, and that is really gross. Okay. Kudos to Daniel for feeling very comfortable around his fiance. I mean, he went to the bathroom with the door open right away. And then Taylor mentions, hey, you're not going to turn on the water? Let's not waste water. Let me know what you think. I've heard of some people running the water while they go to the bathroom. Is that something that you do? Is that just stage fright or what? Or is that a diagnosed condition? I really don't want to waste water. So let me know what you think about that. Monica and Joey. I think they're cute, you guys. I know that it's like, but I kind of relate to the row, 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 row. I feel like Monica and Joey are just very energetic people, and I think because they're both energetic, they kind of feed off of each other. I don't know, it's really cute to see. I do wonder if people who are very positive and energetic like that, when it comes down to having deep conversations, I think Joey's very open about that, but I do feel like I could see it being a coping mechanism and really trying to use that positive energy to deflect a little bit. And we'll see that a little bit later in the next episode, in episode 8. We're still in episode 7. Monica opens up to Joey about her height. You know, she's 5'10", so she was saying she didn't want her connection to say, oh, who's this Amazon woman? So that does make sense as to why she was crouching down so much during their reveal, which I did say. I was wondering if she was worried about her height. And you know, I get it. They did talk about their reveal, and Joey was like, you have to redo those dance moves. I thought it was so funny. Y'all know I like Joey. He's very positive and just, I think he makes any situation very light and happy. So that was cute. I like them together. I did want to note too, Joey said you have to do those dance moves again. When she went during the reveal and she was like this, going back to when I did dance, that was totally the opening for our hip hop dance competition. So it made me think about that. Like, yeah, she was totally about to start a hip hop competition or something like that. Not all hip hop is like that, but when you're in a dance competition, you know, trying to win trophies and stuff when you're like 13 years old, that's what that looked like. And it wasn't bad. And I think Monica's a good sport about people reenacting her reveal and everything. So I just think it's funny, and it's nice to have some sort of entertainment on this season because it's still, again, bland. Lauren and Dave, they're gonna come up a lot during this review, okay? It's just also kind of that same stating the obvious with Lauren and Dave. They just kind of say, oh, this is great, we're taking the next step, we followed our hearts type of thing. I feel like Lauren's definitely way more into it than Dave. She starts a lot of the conversations. They get into the hot tub and they're just kind of sitting there, and then he puts his hand on her thigh and he's like, oh, sorry. And she's like, no, go ahead. Like, she's like, please. And then Dave's like, okay, yeah, like, okay. I guess he was trying to be respectful or whatever. Lauren says, on a scale of 1 to 10, how awkward do you think I'm being? Dave's like, oh, no, you're good, blah, blah, blah. Something interesting that Dave said when he was talking to Lauren, though, is he said that he would be interested in someone that he sees at a bar. Then he looks up their Instagram and he's not interested anymore, which I thought was very interesting. Because what does that even mean? Does that mean you look them up depending on how they portray themselves, then you are not interested anymore? Or is it because if they have a following or something, you don't want the followers to find out anything about you, which people are really trying to find your sister right now. I thought that was interesting. He mentioned how he used to judge people based off of looks a lot. So if you're judging someone based off their Instagram, that's still judging them off of their looks. 95% of people's Instagrams are selfies and everything. I was just side-eyeing that a little bit. Taylor keeps talking about how it's so weird to connect Daniel's voice to him in person. And she mentions how, oh, sometimes I'll look away and imagine your voice. Which, if I was on this experiment, I think I would feel the same way. However, because she kept saying that, I feel like that's just another indication that she's not attracted to him because she's in love with his voice but not his face. You know what I mean? I don't think she's attracted to him. She does talk about how she loves everything that he says and that he loves her a lot, and she's never had this type of love before. I think Daniel's a good guy. Taylor does mention how she regrets the Instagram follower situation. She says she wishes she could handle it differently. And then that whole topic ends there. I don't know. I feel like every time something comes up, it usually comes up again, and we end it there. Episode 8, we don't see it when they meet each other's families. They don't bring it up. And normally they bring up conflict when they meet each other's family. I just thought it was weird that we gave her a lot of grace with that, with the editing, because that was the whole trailer. When the doors opened, I knew he knew who I was, essentially. Like, that was the whole trailer. That was the big thing, the big drama. And it just ended there. Why? We see a really good conversation with Joey and Monica, and Joey opens up about obsessive compulsive disorder, or OCD. He mentions how he feels like his OCD developed because he felt like he needed to control something in his life. His sister was going to the hospital, his parents would be fighting. I really liked that they aired this because he talks about counting his steps. He talks about counting the number of times that he picks up his spoon. If he walks out the door, it has to be with a specific foot. It was nice to see him express himself. The way that Monica was responding to what Joey was saying, actively listening, asking deeper questions about it, I just thought that was really sweet. Joey also mentioned doing exposure therapy. He worked on navigating the challenges with OCD, doing different things before trying medication. He was saying how he is amazed that he overcame that, especially at a young age. He was a minor when he was diagnosed with OCD. Devin and Virginia. Virginia is way more talkative when they get to the honeymoon in Honduras. She mentions how she feels like they're growing closer. She says that she's attracted to Devin. We see them kiss in the hot tub, but it was like we were interrupting something. I don't know why we spent so long filming them in the hot tub, and it was like they were dry humping or something. And I feel like we should have given them that privacy because we didn't see them really kiss a lot, but then at the end of episode 7, we see them moving up and down in the pool like while kissing. I just felt like that was kind of disrespectful. Like, we shouldn't see that. So that concludes episode 7. Episode 8. Ben and Sara are eating. Ben calls Sara out because she keeps all the tags on her clothes. So, Sara, are you returning everything? Where's your values? Where's your values, Sara? I'm curious if she just returns everything after wearing them, or you know how when people are on this show, every outfit that they have is like different and they have these big suitcases. I wonder if she just got a lot of stuff for the show so she could wear something different. I'm not someone that buys things with the intention of returning them. I was kind of side-eyeing that, so I thought that was interesting. Then she low-key calls him out and says, we have to do something about your hair washing routine. He washes his hair every other week. He said he got compliments from the barber, and I've gone a week without washing my hair. Shameless plug, I do have a hair washing video, how to wash your hair properly. Go ahead and check that out. But as someone who does not wash my hair every day, I get it, but he said every other week. So with his hair type, I mean, my hair type is not the same. However, I feel like it could be a little bit similar. But I get like super oily at my roots. I need to see his roots, because if it's every other week, you're going 2 weeks without washing your hair. Are you taking a bird bath? What are you doing? I want to know the shower routine at that point. You know what I mean? And then, are you using any type of dry shampoo? If he's not washing his hair, then I'm thinking, are you washing your sheets regularly? Because you're going to get all those oils on your pillowcase, right? Guess how many times Ben washes his sheets? Every 2 weeks as well. So you wash your hair the same day you do your sheets. You wash your hair the same day you wash your sheets. That's so gross to me. I have recently transitioned to washing my sheets, if I can, more than once a week, especially as someone who has skin issues, eczema club, and it just makes the world of a difference. You sweat in your sleep. You may cry in your sleep. I'm just kidding. You fart in your sleep. There's a lot of things that happen when you sleep. It's just so gross to me. And you know, other things that you do in the bed. You gotta wash your sheets at least once a week. Go talk to your dermatologist, please. Please, Ben. So after that conversation about hygiene, we see everyone meet each other on the honeymoon. There's like no drama because no one had any love triangle that's on the honeymoon. That's different about this season because it was just all amicable. Everyone's like, oh, everyone looks so great together. They look like they belong with each other. I wouldn't see it any other way. Great. But then we get to creepy Dave. Dave is like, have you had sex yet? Hey, Virginia, sit down with me. Have you had sex yet?
You guys having sex yet?
Have you guys had sex yet? Okay.
Like, how about you guys here?
You've only kissed.
Having sex yet? Like, you guys had sex yet? No, we haven't.
You haven't?
What's it like? Like, are you cool with that? We were just talking to, like, you guys haven't had sex yet?
No.
We haven't either.
Yeah.
You guys having sex yet?
Oh my God, you're really getting into
Well,
it.
I'm curious because, like, I just genuinely want to know, like, what's up?
It's like Dave wanted to sit down with all of the ladies individually and ask them if they had sex yet, then use that opportunity to talk about Lauren's sleeping habits and how often she goes to the bathroom. Because apparently Lauren pees a lot and that she moves around a lot in her sleep, which I thought was weird. I feel like it's one thing if you sit down with the bros. I feel like it's different if Dave sits down with the bros and, you know, you guys talk about how things are going. Maybe the conversation of sex pops up. Same with the girls. If they are just having girl time, talking about everything, everyone talks about if they've had sex yet. But Dave sat down with ladies individually. He sat down with Taylor. We saw him sat down with Virginia. We saw him sat down with Monica and asked individually. And I quote, Dave talking to Virginia, Are you guys having sex yet? We haven't either. And then I quote Dave again, him doing his little confessional. He says he's asking everybody about sex. He says, are you guys having sex yet? What's it like? Are you cool with it? That's weird. But we do know that Dave is not being intimate with Lauren.
Me and Lauren have not had sex yet. I've seen her naked, but we haven't had sex yet. I can tell she's not ready yet. She's not there yet, and that's totally fine. When she's comfortable and ready, like, I'll be there for her.
And that really only their interactions are them making out. Taylor did call him out because Dave asked Taylor if she and Daniel have had sex yet. She said no, they've just kissed. Then Dave calls out Lauren again for her bathroom habits, I guess. And then Taylor's like, be nice to her. I'm grounding you. Maybe you did something for her to get up or for her to move around in her sleep a lot. So shout out to Taylor for that. We find out that Monica was the only person that had relations in the honeymoon. Monica actually asked Dave, why Lauren? Why did you end up choosing Lauren over Molly? I know you had this type of love triangle going on with them. And then Dave says once Lauren finally told Dave how she felt, that's when it clicked for him. I think he basically just picked whoever wanted him more, to be honest. So they all have fun at the meet and greet. Then Dave comes up again and he's still trying to find a way out because since he's not getting any from Lauren, he's either gonna A, humiliate her, or B, find another way out because he's not getting what he wants. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section down below. What do you think about Dave? Is he trying to find an easy out? Yes, he is. He brings up the fact that Lauren was in a situationship before coming on the show. Dave has two friends that know Lauren's sneaky link. Sneaky link / situationship. I guess Dave's friends are telling him that Lauren hung out with Sneaky Link on the Friday before filming, so a week before filming. Dave expresses his concerns to Lauren and he says, you know, I'm just kind of worried that you were having a relationship right before coming on the show. Why would you be looking to get married? I could kind of see what he's saying. However, Lauren clarifies that it wasn't a relationship, it was casual, as I quote, and they were just having fun. And she even says the last time that she met up with Sneaky Link that they were just getting ice cream, and Sneaky Link was talking about his casual encounters. They never met each other's friends. It really wasn't anything serious. I think what's frustrating is how patient Lauren is with Dave. Like the fact that she didn't see any of the red flags in the pods. And then when Dave is confronting her about his concerns about her having the situationship before filming Love is Blind, she's trying to be so understanding on his side when it's really like, please stop being so patient with Dave because he's basically bringing it up every chance he gets. And then Dave brings up Molly. He says it was different for Molly because her last relationship was 6 months prior to coming on the show. And then Lauren's like, she's never had a boyfriend. Didn't she say that? Dave says, well, she had an on and off relationship. That is the same thing. So then Dave says, I haven't had a girlfriend in 4 years, so I thought that would be the same for everyone else on the show. But then he admits that he's dated, so he hasn't had a girlfriend or the label of girlfriend for the past 4 years, but he's dated. That's the same thing that Lauren and Molly were doing before they came on this show. So he's just finding a way to slut shame her, okay? Then he brings up Molly and he's like, are you gonna be worried if I talk to Molly? He's relaying that he's excited to talk to Molly. So he's just giving all the reasons for Lauren to cut it off then and there. So it's very frustrating to watch. But Lauren is so patient. Monica and Joey talking about their homes and how they like their homes. Monica says she kind of likes little knickknacks, and then Joey talks about being more minimal, less knickknacky, I guess, less clutter. Or then they talk about chores. Monica admits to having a pile of clean clothes in the floor in her closet. Then she says that there is a spider web in the crotch in one of her pairs of jeans in her closet on the floor. I have a lot of clothes. I'm trying to get rid of a lot of clothes as well. But having a spider web in the crotch of your jeans, that's crazy work. And your pile is clean on the floor. At least put it in a basket or something. I don't know. I thought that was pretty crazy. Joey's like, whoa, what? Then Monica shares that her family has a communal sock bin. They all just have a basket of socks and they all just share socks. And Joey says that's crazy, which I've never heard of that before too. I mean, you know, every family has their own cute little quirks. I like my own socks. I wear some of my husband's socks, but I don't know. That is very interesting. We see Monica's family home in the next episode. They all have enough room to have their own little sock drawers. They all have their own rooms. You know, To each their own. Virginia sees Devin's place and we see a whole wall of shoes. Well, we basically see a bookshelf worth of shoes, 2 bookshelves of really nice shoes.
Bedroom. I got all the shoes over here. I have more.
How much do they cost? How much is this habit costing me?
Like $700.
Ain't no way.
Then we see Virginia's place. It's very cute. In Virginia's place, they sit down and they kind of talk about finances. Virginia mentions a prenup and Devin's like he sighs. I think he was like, what? I didn't even think about that.
I know we kind of talked about finances before.
We did talk about it a little bit.
I feel like I'm pretty financially responsible. I don't like spend a bunch of money doing irresponsible things, I guess.
Accounts? Do we want to have like both have a separate account and then have one together? Or?
Yeah. I think I would be like most comfortable with just like having separate accounts. Even like a prenup.
And Virginia, she carries this conversation really well. She's like, you know, I don't want anything to happen. In the event that it does, I don't want to take half of the business you built with your basketball facility, just protecting that. Same with me. If we're together, I want to help pay some of your debt because he said he has a lot of medical bills. When she mentions the debt, I feel like Devin kind of had a smile. I feel like he kind of lit up. I just thought that was interesting. I don't want Virginia to have the same situation that Ashley did with Tyler from last season, season 7. That was really interesting because they mentioned the prenup. I think everyone on this show should get a prenup, and I'm pro prenup. If you're getting married now, definitely protect yourself, protect your assets. Just do the research. Any type of business that you build for yourself, just having something in place. It's kind of like having a will. If something happens, you want to have something in writing. We see Dave's place and he has nothing in his pantry, nothing in his fridge. I kind of wondered, like, how are you feeding yourself right now? Are you going to bars and eating there and maybe having situationships? What is going on? His closet has clothes and One Direction shirts and a fancy hat, but he has nothing in his pantry, not even a can of soup, not even noodles. He doesn't even have condiments in his fridge. It's so interesting. It's weird. This man is in his 30s. I feel like if you have that quote-unquote bachelor pad, you at least have something. Ketchup. Also, I forgot to mention, this whole time, Dave has very much like a nonchalant tone. I wouldn't say monotone, but he just doesn't really have any type of positive energy. But once his sister is mentioned, Dave lights up. He loves talking about his sister, and a lot of people are coming for him because it's like, just marry your sister.
Well, their sister. My sister's sister. My sister. My sister. My sister. My sister. Sister. That's my sister's. Yeah, she's great.
Yeah. What does she like to drink?
She's a big espresso martini girl.
Great. We can make espresso martinis.
Yep. She can have a little fun.
Love that.
She's literally one of the easiest people to like hang out with and get along
Yeah.
with. I feel like I've just always wanted somebody that's like cool like she is.
Yeah.
She's great.
Yeah.
It's fun to brag about your family members.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like fun to hear you talk about her.
Dave talks about how his family just found out about the show since he got his phone back. He said that the way that they heard is not ideal. He says, I was already anxious and whatever to get my phone back. He talks about hearing about how people are talking about his personal life is really getting to him. In Lauren's confessional, she mentions that she cried because knowing that Dave has to go to the airport and go home, he's coming back to a lot of conversations and he's coming back to a lot of people who have had conversations without him, talking about him. I mean, again, we're in our 30s. We shouldn't hold that much weight to this. Dave talks about his sister again. He says, I feel like she's calmed down a lot since I've had my phone back. Which is like, what? Did you tell her at least you're gonna not have your phone for a little bit or you're going away? When Virginia had her reveal with Devin, she said that her family thinks she's on some sort of retreat. If Dave is this close with his sister, what did Dave tell his sister about his time away? Did he say that he's going somewhere? He's not gonna have it? Basically, they just talk about the sister thing, and Dave said that she will calm down once she meets Lauren, and that Dave allegedly told his sister that Lauren is cool and stuff, so we see that. That's pretty much it. The last thing that we see in episode 8 is Joey meets Monica's family, and it is really cute. I think Joey fits in very well. We see Joey meet Monica's mom, dad, her sister, and then her sister's boyfriend. Fun fact, the sister's boyfriend is someone that used to talk to Monica, so I guess they used to chat online. Monica said, I think you'd be a better fit for my sister. And now the sister and Monica's ex-boo have been dating for 5 years, not engaged, not married yet. keep that in mind. The family and Joey are all sitting down and just getting along, talking about things. The mom says, I think you two look very good together. It seems like you are a great match. And then the sister says, well, what about us? Are we a good fit? Clock that. Jealousy. Joey kind of plays with the family a lot. We see a lot of good camaraderie there. The mom mentions to Joey, she says, did Monica tell you about her sister and her sister's boyfriend? And then Joey was like, oh, that they used to date. Monica says, no, we didn't used to date. And so Joey's playing off of that joke. And he says that the sister's boyfriend has a whole plot to get to Monica. Like, that's just his whole mission, essentially. And everyone is laughing besides Monica's sister. So it gets really awkward. Then they have a cute little family musical session. And it's really cute. Everyone picks up an instrument and starts playing and getting into it. Monica's kind of embarrassed.
Sing it, Monica.
I think we should date. No. I am mortified.
Monica takes Joey to her room. We see the communal sock bin. We see Monica and Monica's sister sit down and talk to each other. Monica's sister questions Joey's intentions and is saying, he's not your type. Your type is some Italian model, whatever. And then Monica's like, isn't that every girl's dream? And then Monica's sister says, I could see Joey just being a really good actor.
I can see him almost being like a really good actor. He knows what people want to hear and he's really good at delivering it.
Basically thinking that Joey just says all the right things, which how can you even get that from Joey? It's Joey. He doesn't like wet willies. Monica's like, no, absolutely not. I wouldn't do that. I'm serious about this. We're both taking this seriously. And then Monica's sister tries to play it off and be like, I'm just looking out for you. I just want the best for you. Yeah, right. And then she says, it's weird that you're getting married. You're 5 years younger than me. I feel like I should be first. There's just so many instances where Monica's sister is telling Monica that she's jealous. And it's really weird that she's still with Monica's ex-boo. I mean, maybe it's a good fit. Just knowing that, in addition to all of the comments that Monica's sister made, which is very interesting. And that's where we end with episode 8. That was a lot. I just picked the most important pieces. Overall, I think I'm warming up to Devin and Virginia. I think if Virginia is not initially attracted to Devin, it seems like they have a good connection. It also seems like they complement each other well. I mean, they look good together. I'd like to see more about that. And I'd also like to see another prenup conversation because they kind of just grazed over it. They said that they'd figure out the details later. I think they should get a prenup and then go from there and maybe have some more deep conversations, because even in the pods, Virginia said it takes a lot for her to open up. So maybe she's just a little bit shy, which I totally get. I'm gonna root for them. Hopefully we get to see more positivity with that. Ben and Sara, I'm not rooting for them. We'll talk about episode 9 next video. We're just gonna do episode 9 as a standalone. Taylor and Daniel, I don't know. I really like the idea of it working out, but the fact that she's creating all this mess for no reason, or I should say, the fact that the Instagram thing was so dramatic and then brushed over, it's like, I don't know. I'm kind of neutral about that couple, to be honest. Let me know in the comment section down below. What do you think? I feel like a lot of people are rooting for Taylor and Daniel, but I can't feel it. Okay, spoiler alert, but this is just a rumor, so sign off now. But I have heard that they did get married, but I don't know why I doubt it. I'm not feeling it. Who else is a couple on this honeymoon? Oh, Monica and Joey, I hope they get married. Dave and Lauren are not gonna work out. Just, no. She's gonna wake up eventually. All right, y'all, that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Like, share, subscribe. If you don't, I just appreciate you being here, and I will see you in my next video for episode 9. Bye!